welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, this is going to be a color and chat, and I'm going to color in this book by request. This book won by a landslide from my other video. Won by a landslide, so we're going to be coloring in this one today. And I will be using my Prismacolor Premier Pencils and the Prismacolor Premier Very Thin Pencils. I think I'm going to try these out today. So before we get started, I wanted to just let you guys know about a few updates, and I wanted to update you guys first of all in my card making. So I have a latest card creation, and well, I'm going to take this pretty much like kind of maybe in order. So maybe I'll share with you guys a picture of a couple or a few cards that I've already done. Maybe I will insert a few pictures or something to that nature. Or I would just, you know, put a slide in there or something. But I wanted to share with you guys my newest card that I have. I'm working on it right now. You know, I finished already some. I think I finished 2 or 3 already. But this is my 4th one, my next one that I'm working on. And here it is. Let me zoom you in. And this is the one I'm most recently working on. It says, dream as if you have forever, live as if you only have today. And it has the sparkle on there. And in the inside, it also has this pattern. And I also made the envelope that goes with it. Let me zoom it out a little bit. I handmade the envelope. And what I used to create both these cards, for the actual card, I use this little small cardstock pack, paper pack, that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance. And I just can't wait to use some of these other prints. But this is the print that I used. And I used the larger size of this same exact paper pack, Apartment 45, to create the envelope. I cut it down to size. These are 12 by 12 inch pieces, so I cut it down to size, and I had enough, you know, left over so that I can do all kind of different stuff with it. So yes, guys, my first envelope, not my first envelope. This is my first card using the actual paper pack and not doing like a background or something. But I gave you guys a sneak peek on one of my other videos of a card that I was working on, the background. Well, I finished that card. I'm very proud of it. Love the way it turned out. But guys, I'm absolutely loving this card making venture, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm absolutely in love, guys. I love it. So let's get on down to business in our book, The Look. Okay, so, oh, isn't that page there pretty? That beautiful pink. That's so beautiful. So I colored one of the intro pages. I've already done this page. And I tried to do like a bokeh effect on her, but yeah, it turned out okay. Zoom you in a little bit. I like the way she turned out. She turned out very pretty, very nice. So I think I'm just going to do maybe a simple page. Maybe this next page here. So this is pretty simple. It's so much to choose from in this book. It's too much to choose from. So I had a hard time trying to choose which page I was going to do with you guys. So while we're coloring, we're going to be doing a little chatting. So let's get started. I'm going to zoom you in a little closer so that you guys can see it pretty well. I think I'm going to, let me find my Prismacolor Very Thin color chart so that I can use that one. Where is it? But anyway, while I'm looking, there it is. I just wanted to update you guys on a few things. I wanted to let you know, if you've been following my channel for a while, you already know that pretty much my filming schedule. I've never really said it out loud or mentioned it out loud what my filming schedule is. But for the most part, I put out videos for the most part on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I just wanted to alert you guys of my filmings, you know, so you can know when to look for videos, when to expect a video out. Now, some weeks they may come earlier, and some weeks, you know, some weeks it may be, instead of Friday, it may be, instead of Saturday, it may be Friday, you may see a new video. Or instead of Wednesday, it may be Tuesday, you know, you see a new video. But for the most part, Wednesday and Saturday is when you'll see new videos. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers, a lot of the subscribers out in general like to know when they're going to get to see new footage. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my filming schedule, when you can expect new footage out from the Dollar Diva. So we're going to start off with the Very Thin Crimson Red. And we're going to see, oh, they work pretty nice. Oh, that feels pretty good. Oh, wait a minute, Very Thin. Oh, let me get my page protector. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. Even though these are pretty much, you know, most of them are one-sided, I still like to use my paper protector. So guys, what's been going on with you? Have you guys been doing a lot of coloring? I'm going to sharpen this to see what kind of points this really keeps, because people claim, ooh, that's a sharp point, that these keep a super sharp point compared to the Prisma Premiers. Have you guys been getting a lot of coloring done? I know I have not. It's pretty difficult for me to get coloring done when you're not feeling well. You know, you really can't color. I can't color. I'm not going to say what you can do, but I can't color. I have to be feeling decent to be able to pick up a coloring book. And then most of my coloring books have, like, okay, like this image, I'm so in love with this image because it's not going to take very long for me to finish this. And I'm noticing my coloring habits. And my coloring habits now are that I don't want to spend days or weeks on having to finish an image. So this is Prismacolor Premier Silver. I don't want to have to spend, weeks and weeks and weeks, days and days and days on finishing an image, because I love to see the finished product. That's one of the things that really makes me just feel accomplished. So I'm noticing that smaller, less intricate things is what I really like coloring. So possibly a smaller book or something with less intricacy. I already don't like the Zentangle items. I already don't care much for those anyway. But now in my regular coloring books, it just takes so long for me to finish them because I am a slow colorist, I feel. Because I do a lot of blending and shading, and it's very difficult for me to just straight color unless I'm using, markers or something, and I rarely use markers. I'm not really a marker girl. I am a total pencil girl. And now that I am getting into card making, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, I'm now a paint girl. So it's just it's just crazy. But as you go on your journey, you really, really, really learn what you like and don't like. So that's a good thing. So with the card making, I'm using the silver again. With the card making, you can see results like super fast. Okay, guys, now what I'm going to do now is look in my color chart and try to figure out what color her outfit and her purse is going to be. I have to think for a moment. Let me give you some thinking music. Do 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 do. Okay, so I know I have her dress, or not dress, her camera bag. It's red letters. So let's see what will go good. Would that be a nice black purse with the... No, I don't want it to have a black background because I want those letters, the shadowing on those letters to stay. Well, I do need to do the zipper silver right here on her bag. I think that's the zipper. And let me go ahead and do the little decorations. This is the fine liner. This is a black. And I'm going to do the little Z's to make it really look like a zipper. The little, I guess that is a Z. Okay, so we've done that. I don't want it black. I wanted to match her outfit, but I guess the camera bag really doesn't need to match the outfit. Why do I always get a water bottle that wants to pop and pop? And doesn't that scare you guys at night when your water bottle, you have a water sitting next to your bed and all of a sudden it goes pop, because of the air or something, and the room is warmer and the bottle is cold? I don't know what happens, but it scares me. Anyway, everything scares me. I'm a scary chicken. Yellow, that's what I'm going to do. Canary yellow. And I've been just sitting here just looking at this canary yellow all this time, guys. Why didn't you scream through the camera and say, Nisi, canary yellow? I'm always blaming you lovely, 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 lovelies. I love you guys. You guys offer a sense of comfort for me. So you guys help me out so much. Okay, my darker areas are going to be sunburst yellow. So there's my sunburst yellow. Okay, so around the edges and around the bottom, we're going to do Sunburst Yellow number PC 917. And I'm going to have a pretty light hand. And we went around the bottom. And we're just going to go around all the edges so that it can be more of a shadow. So anyway, like I was saying about the card making, that has been like really like a sense of fulfillment for me. And I need to sharpen this up. It has been a sense of fulfillment because I told you guys in another video, number one, I didn't tell you this part, but I told you the second part I'm going to say. Guys, you know, I'm just all over the place. You know me. But first of all, in card making, it doesn't take that long for me to make a little card. So that's the first thing. It doesn't take me forever. Now I'm lightening up on my touch as I go out a little bit further. I'm lightening up on my hand a whole lot because I want it to blend with that lighter color almost seamlessly. So number one, the card making doesn't take that long for me to do. It doesn't take forever. I can make a card. Now I'm going in with the Canary Yellow PC 916. I can make a card in, you know, a couple, not even a couple of hours, in maybe 30 minutes. And I'm done. It's just the best feeling. And then number two, once I make that card, I give it to someone. Someone can appreciate the fruit of your labor. It doesn't just, like I said in another video, when you do your coloring book, when you color in your coloring book, it kind of just sits in a book forever and ever and ever with the pages closed after you're done with it for the most part, unless you showcase it in some kind of way. It just sits there for no one to see, and you usually don't even go back to it and, you know, marvel at what you've done or accomplished. You just kind of forget about it once you've colored it. So I was like, what's the point? What's the waste? So as I got into card making, I figured, hey, I can use different things in adult coloring in my card making. And I was like, oh my goodness, wait, yes. So you can use like the things that you color. Now I need a scrap piece of paper so that I can clean, there we go, clean my white pencil because it has brown something or another on it. Brown pencil. So, and I want to sharpen it. So you can actually use your art, your coloring pages, you can use that in, now I'm using the white pencil. You can use that in your card making. You can make it as a mat or just all kinds of stuff that you can do where people will be able to enjoy and see your work. So yeah, I was getting just a little bit kind of, I don't know the word. I wouldn't say irritated. I'm going with the black Verithin, the Prismacolor black Verithin, to go over my black areas to make them more defined. I wasn't getting irritated. I was just getting like, oh, what's the point? You know, when you're, you know, a sick person and yeah, you know, you want to do things to make you feel better, but you also don't want to do things. And I know so many of you can relate. You don't want to do things that, okay, this Verithan is not working. It's not going over this the way I want it to. So I'm going to have to go with the Prismacolor Premier Black. You don't want to feel like you're doing something for nothing. You know, you don't want to feel like, oh, I spent all this time on a coloring page and only I get to see it. Now that's, of course, you can say, you know, well, that's the reason why you have YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, so that you can share your work with the world and different people can say, oh, wow, that's pretty. But guess what? After you've shared your work, you know, they're going to say, oh, wow, that's pretty. And then the fulfillment stops because it goes in a pile of coloring books that never gets seen again. Or, you know, you don't even see it again. But just with the card making, it's just, it's a better fulfillment. That's what I'm trying to say. You're happier because you've done something, or I've done something. Let me stop saying you. I've done something for someone else. I've expended my energy to make something for someone else that they're going to enjoy for however long they keep the card. And, you know, I colored it, and it's just so awesome. It's a feeling that I really can't describe. It's a more of an accomplished feeling. That's what it is. It makes me feel more accomplished, but my adult coloring was like strictly for me. Just me getting away, getting into a scene, and just, you know, enjoying that aspect. So, but that's all right. I mean, doing things for yourself, making yourself feel, you know, good, it's okay. That's a good thing. So that's the purpose of hobbies, to make yourself feel good. All right, so let's see, what color do I want her outfit to be? Those flowers definitely need to be pink. Pink with the center yellow. So should I do pink? I don't know, guys. Pink, and then the shoes are going to be brown, like a tan color. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the leaves pink, and that hat, we're just gonna do that hat last or later. So we're doing pink. Let me look at my color chart and see which pink I would like to have on her. Let's do I think pink and blush pink. Yes. Let me get those. All right, pink. Where are you? There's blush pink. And there's pink. Got it. Okay, so pink is my darker one. I guess all of my pencils need sharpening. They're all a little dull looking. Let me empty my sharpener. because they say that you're not supposed to leave sharpenings. And my Tagal is like acting crazy because it doesn't want to close anymore. I heard someone say that your Tagal, you're supposed to close it often. Mine isn't closing anymore. You're supposed to close it often. Oh, well, that helped. So that it can actually work better. Because some people were saying that theirs stopped working. So that helped. So even though it didn't close, it like went around and around and around. So I guess I kind of loosened the blade. But they're like the blade gets loosened if, you know, you don't close it every now and then. So I'm just using this darker color to just go around the tips. And I really need to make a video. I said I was going to make a video of, you know, tips for how to use Prismacolors for heavy-handed colorists. I really, really, really need to make that video like ASAP for you guys because I'm still a heavy-handed colorist. But you're going to be happy to know this. I know now how. By the way, that was pink number 929. Now I'm going to blush pink 928. Now I know how and when to be. Okay, so that pink is not as light as I need it to be. I need Deco Pink. So I'm putting that blush pink back. And I'm getting Deco Pink. I needed something a lot lighter. Yeah, that's what I need. So I'm using Deco Pink number 1014. So I've learned how and when to be lighter handed. When I'm really, really, you know, blending, really doing my blending thing. And what really helps heavy-handed people is where's my blender pencil? Is this my only Prisma? Yeah. Is a blender pencil. Okay, and what I did right there, guys, is I just used my electric sharpener eye point orbit to get it to this point. My blender pencil, because it wasn't sharpened at all, and I'm going to use my Tagal to kind of, you know, get it to this point because I did not want to use that handheld sharpener all the way. No, that was going to be too much. So the electric sharpener will eat your pencils up if you don't watch it. So I only use it for like really cheapy pencils, or like to get a pencil that doesn't have any start on it. If that makes any sense, to get it kind of started. So anyways, as I was saying, I'm going back to the pink. As I was saying, I know now how to lighten up and when to lighten up on my touch when I'm coloring with my heavy hand. Because, I mean, number one, the reason why I'm heavy-handed is because I'm going back to the Deco Pink, is because I just don't have time to be building layers. And the reason I don't have time, number one, I'm very impatient and I want to hurry up and see color. Number two, the pain factor. When you're in pain, you know, some of you and I, we're in constant pain. The pain does not go away. So you're like, I don't want to sit there layering forever. Now that's actually therapeutic to some people. The layering and layering and layering is therapeutic for some, but not for me. it'll drive me crazy. I like get irritated and want to hurry up. And you know what? Instead of using my Deco Pink, I'm just going to use the blender pencil right here. Yeah, that works. But it's giving a little gray. A little gray to it. I don't like that. Let me get my white and see. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better. I should have just used my Deco Pink for that. But we're experimenting. Ooh, pink and gray. Yes, I just found what her sweater colors are going to be. It's going to be pink and gray. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Now I just used the pink. I'm going to use this white instead of the Deco Pink. Just trying to see what effect it gives. And I'm definitely going to have to go back over the lines, all of the lines everywhere with my black pencil. Let me go ahead and finish that before I forget it. And this never gets done. Okay, now I'm using the Deco Pink again. Back to the pink. Deco Pink again. Excuse me. So now we have our last flower. And what I should have done with this flower also is do the pink, the regular darker pink at the bottom. I haven't colored in so long. I forgot all of my own tricks and tips and rules of coloring. Because the bottom of your stem is going to be dark because it's in the shadow. And take my Deco Pink, excuse me, and do the top. And just kind of blend it all in together. There we go. That looks so much better. Okay, so we have all her flowers done. Uh-oh, I knew I was going to miss this up here. I knew I was going to miss something if I went too fast and did stuff that I didn't have any business doing. Okay, so I'm going to put those up. I always put my pencils back, guys, as I use them. I don't know why. Yeah, you know why. Oh, Sadie! Okay, so the middle part of her flower is going to be yellow. So we're going to go back to that canary yellow and sunburst. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. I don't want canary yellow. I want a little bit lighter yellow. So lemon yellow is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to take first sunburst yellow and go around the edges. Well, not really around the edges, like maybe a moon shape. And then I'm going to take my lemon yellow PC 915 and just color over it. Yes, that's what I want. Let me see. Let me put you a little closer. See if I can get you a little closer. There we go. So here we are. We're going to do the moon shape kind of. And then take your lighter yellow. Do like a C. And then color the rest. That gives it a beautiful dimension of color. Go ahead and do both of those. And then take my lemon yellow and color in the middle. Oh, that was quick and painless. All right, got those done. Now, excuse me, guys. Now let's find a gray. A beautiful gray. Let me look at my color chart. And I just then dropped those bare at the ends. I'm like, they're not working too hot for me. Okay, so let me see. Do I want to do warm gray or cool gray? I think I need cool gray. So I'm going to do 50% cool gray and 20% cool gray. Okay, cool gray, 20 and... Wait a minute, I got some stuff here that's not supposed to be where it is. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. My my pencils are weird. So I have to rearrange them like right now because I don't like the way that they are looking. Okay, I got them right. 70% cool gray, then 50 goes there, and then 20 goes here. Okay, I'm done. I got it. Okay, so we have the 50% cool gray. That's the dark part that we're going to use. Oh, let me sharpen it. Let me put it on 1 because 2 is not working. Okay, 1 works better. Okay, so that's the cool gray, 50%, 1063, PC 1063 is what we're going to use on all of the, you know what? I need my hand protector. I need all kind of protection, guys. Okay, this is my little clear sheet protector so that I can rest my hand on it and not smear the color. Because you guys know, Prismacolor loves to be smeared. As a matter of fact, I need to start up here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I missed something. That's part of her strap. I need to put some silver up here. You know, you be missing stuff, guys. You have to fix it. Get it when you see it, or else it won't get got. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. Well, over here, because I'm right-handed. So I'm doing an outline pretty much, and then I'm kind of light-handed going outward so that I can use my lighter color. So I'm pretty medium pressure hand. I have a medium pressure on my hand, and now I'm getting a little bit lighter. Because what I'm going to do is use that lighter color to blend things out a little bit further. So as you see, I'm going on all of the outer edges. And I missed a pink area that I need to get. Get my regular pink. And I missed this little part right here. And possibly right there. Okay, so all of my edges are going to be done in this 50% cool gray, and also all of these crease. So everywhere you see a crease, you're going to outline it. See how I'm doing that? Is that another petal? Or is that a crease? Yep, that's the middle of a petal. Let me get my yellow. that kind of rhyme. That's the middle. I missed the middle of my pillow. Let me get my yellow. It sounds like a rap song. Now I don't even know where the petal is. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Excuse me. So I'm going to do the rest of my creases. Are there any more creases? Creases? Oh, I missed another petal. Man, these petals are tiny and crazy. There's one. Okay, petals. No more. Stop showing yourself. Okay, so I don't think there are any more creases. No, I don't see any more. Okay, so now I can just go on all of my outer areas. Remember to have a lighter touch when you go inside, closer to the inside of the sweater. Have a lighter hand. Listen at who's telling you to have a lighter hand. The heavy-handed queen. Guys, you you are so fortunate to be getting this video. I'm just saying. Because, guys, I'm trying to have a migraine. Can you believe that? I took the medicine that, like, heads the migraine off. But I was on, I was on a live stream with Color and Chat with Sammy. Is it Sammy's channel? Yes, Color and Chat with Sammy. But anyway, she was doing a live stream the other day, and a few of the ladies were talking about having migraines and you know how they've been suffering with migraines lately. And one of the ladies, Robin, hey Robin, she mentioned that it's the weather. And I was like, yes, oh my goodness, yes. This, she was so right. She's so right, man. This weather has been so bipolar. Up, down, cold, hot. It's just been crazy. And it's been like triggering people's migraines, right? And I'm like, stop it. Stop it. You quit it right now. Like I'm talking to the weather like that. No, if I'm talking to the weather, I'm going to be like, hey, weather. Hey. Just cut it out now. Cut all of this stuff out. Got to be firm with the weather, you know. Don't play with the weather because it misbehaves more often than not. Yeah, guys, I'm a little cry. I know. But you love it, though. You love the craziness that comes with the Dollar Diva over here. Oh. Yes, guys. One of my favorite YouTubers is Miss Ann. You know who you are, Miss Ann. Colorful Life. she's like, oh, there's a crease. There's another crease. I'm like her mini me. Because Anne, and you hear me, Anne, I'm your mini me. She is so funny. She's like, I have her personality. We have like the same personality. We're just characters. We're such characters. And I want an Oliver, Anne. I want me an Oliver. I want a pet so bad, but you know, having a pet is like having a kid, and I don't know. I don't know if I can take care of a kid right now. So, yeah. Because I will so spoil my... Wait a minute. I got some more areas to do. I'll so spoil my... I was going to say my rabbit. Where did that come from? Okay, now so I'm taking my PC 1060 20% cool gray. And now I'm just being light-handed. And just kind of going in and filling all those white areas from filling in all the white areas from the darker color. Okay. So let's continue to just fill in. I really need to sharpen this. I'm putting my sharpener on 3. Oh, 3 works. And to me, what helps me get a lighter touch is not holding my pencil back like a lot of people suggest. My pencil gets out of control when I hold it further back. What helps me to have a lighter touch is having a very sharp lead. You know, if I break my lead, I know I am pressing too hard on my pencil. And I know I definitely don't have a light touch. But I cannot hold my pencil back on the barrel. You talking about a picture that will end up looking like a 3-year-old colored it. Tell me to hold my pencil back on the barrel. Oh my goodness. Yes, guys. It is real. It is real. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But anyway, like I was saying, I would like a pet so badly. But I don't think my health will allow it, because I don't want to get a pet and expect for my family to be taking care of it. You know, like I want it, but I put that burden on them because, man, I'll be buying my pet clothes and, you know, I'll be dressing it up because my favorite animal, I've always been a dog person all my life. We've had pets, we've had dogs, and we've never had cats, you know. But now that I see kitties like on all of the YouTube channels that I watch, everybody kitties are so adorable. I used to think, well, because I was only around like a couple of cats that I knew personally, and they were so mean. They were just like the meanest cats ever. So I thought all cats were mean. But now I see you guys' cats, and they are just the sweetest sweetie pies. My aunt's cat, his name was Marcel. Yes, his name was Marcel. And he was so mean. I mean, like after 10 years, he started to let people pet him. Well, let me pet him. And then even with that, he would be like, okay, you pet me for 2 seconds. Now that's enough. I like those lovey-dovey cats. Like those cats that just want to be right up under you. But he was like, get out of my room. Get off my couch. He was just, he was rough. So that kind of put me off from cats early on back in the day, and I just stuck with dogs. But now I like cats. I would love to have a kitty. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that can happen. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll just keep looking and oogling you guys as beautiful kitties and pets. Like those of you who have cats and dogs, ooh, how do you do it? How do you manage? That's just like having two kids from a different mother. Woo. So, well, two kids from different countries rather. You got one kid from Japan and one kid from Africa. What what in the world? Ooh, goodness. Oh, that sweater is looking good. Oh my goodness. Now, okay. I'm so psyched right now at that sweater. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make this sweater. And I need to fix my camera, guys, because I can't see. I'm sorry about the shaking. Let me pause. Okay. Oh, that sweater is looking good. But what I do want to do is I do want to make that the gray. Which gray is this? Oh, that's my 50% gray. I want to take my 70% cool gray and kind of go over it in those darker areas a little bit further. I want to enhance my shadows just a little bit more. Very light touch. Very light. And not even in all the places, just maybe some of them. I need to do some shadows right here where this purse thing is and under her arm. Because definitely there are shadows under her arm. And at the bottom, then we're going to come back and really define this with the black pencil. And it's going to, you're going to see how much better that makes everything look. Okay, there we go. Now, I think instead of getting the color pencil, I think I'm going to use my blender pencil. Let me clean it off, get that pink off. And I actually do not like Prismacolor blenders, guys. Let me put that away and use my old trusty right here, guys. The Derwent blender is amazing. I absolutely love my Derwent blender. It works so much better, even though it's an oil base, I believe. It's so much drier, and it just blends so much better than the wax base Prisma blender. Oh yeah, I like that so much better. And you can have a light touch with this too, because if you don't watch it, like I was using the Prismacolor blender wrong because I was having a heavy hand with it, and I was wondering why it was scraping up the color. And that's why, because I was too heavy-handed with the blender. I was supposed to be a lot lighter handed so that it can just kind of smooth the color out instead of moving it like off the paper. I mean, it was moving it completely off the paper. So what I'm really doing is kind of blending and getting rid of white spaces. Very faint white spaces that I see. And that's what a lot of people complain about Prismacolor. They say with Prismacolor, they see too many white spaces. Now I'm going to get my 10%. No, that's 30%. I need you 10%. That's 20. What? 20%. Cool gray. Okay, wait a minute, guys. There's my 10% cool gray. Okay, now I'm getting my, there we go. We got things together now. I'm getting my 10% cool gray, and I'm just going to kind of go over everything with that instead of using my white blender pencil, because I still see a little white area. But anyway, a lot of people say, well, I see too much white space in the Prismacolor pencils. I don't like that. Well, actually, Prismacolor, what I notice with them is they require a lot more blending, a lot more working with. You really have to work with them and like layer them a little bit more than any other pencil. So like I told you, I don't like a whole bunch of layering, but I don't mind a little bit of layering, okay? Okay. Okay, I think that's it for that. Now let me get my black pencil and go over all of the black lines. Make sure it's nice and sharp. And we're gonna just outline just all those areas that we colored. So now it's time for me to work on her belt. So her little rim, maybe it's not a belt, but her little rim around the top of her skirt. I knew I wanted for her skirt to be like a shiny metallic type gray, but I wasn't quite sure. I'll figure it out later. But the pencil that I just used was my cool gray 10%, and now I'm using the cool gray 90%. It's almost like a black. I'm being very light-handed on this part, but like on those edges, I was kind of like medium pressure. I had like a medium pressure hand. So now I'm taking my cool gray 50% and I'm using light pressure. Now my white. Using the white to get it all blended together. So coming back with my actual black now to do some outlining to really give it that fresh, clean, sharp look that we all love. All right. So I think that's it for the belt. I mean, or for the rim of her skirt. So there you have it. Her shirt is complete. Yay. So let's move on to the next item. Now, I think I want her skirt to be like a metallic, like a shiny, shiny silver. So I think I will go over the whole dress, well, the whole skirt with this. Well, let's just see with the silver metallic pencil, but let me see if that's going to work. Look at my color chart. Warm gray 50%. I don't think that silver metallic is going to work. I'm going to have to create my own shiny skirt. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I want it to be like a darker color, silver. Okay, so I'm getting my warm gray 50%. Warm gray is going more towards the brown tone. I think I should have stuck with my cool gray if I wanted it to be like silver shiny. I'm doing kind of a light hand. I'm gonna get rid of this and get back to my my cool grays. I don't like that warm gray. Well, I think I will do the warm gray. My 20%, I nuked my 20% in the microwave. Let's see if it's still going to crumble. Did I tell you guys that I tried the microwave method and it like split one of my pencils? I'm gonna have to use a different pencil sharpener other than the Tagal. I'm using this metal hand sharpening one because of my pencil being like this. Can you see it, how it is? I need to get that area off. Uh-oh. It's still not coming. Ugh. It's not acting right, guys. I might have to get my knife. Okay, so the microwave method did help this one a little bit, but I let this one stay in the microwave too long, and look what it did. It cracked it so bad down the middle. So I'm trying to get that, like, well, oh, and it still broke. I'm about to put some super glue on this pencil. That's what I'm going to do. Super glue this pencil. I heard someone talking about super gluing the lead. Okay, so we just super glued that lead. I don't know if that's going to work, but we will see. I'm trying to work it out, guys. So I'm just going to leave this pencil alone. Just let it chill out. It is not working for me. So let me find another gray. I guess I'll use my cool grays. Maybe my 50% cool gray. Try that one. Those are two different grays. So very different. Maybe I can blend them together and they'll act right. Okay, so now let me get a lighter gray. Maybe my 30% cool gray. Let me look at it on my color chart. Yeah. And then I'll just use my blender pencil to try to blend it together and see how it goes. So I have my Derwent blender pencil. Okay, it's not looking too bad once I blend it. Okay. All right. So, guess I will get my 50% cool gray. I need a little bit darker. Maybe I'll get my 70% cool gray and go down these lines, all the crease in her dress and her skirt. I usually do the crease and the lines after, but for some reason I just feel I need to do them right now. Okay, so I'm going to use this, what is this, 70% cool gray, and do the shadows around the purse. Trying to have a light hand. Now I'm going around the edges and then just outline it. That'll be easier for me. Okay, now I'm just going around with a little bit lighter hand on all the areas I outlined. And I'm using small circles. I alternate between using small circles and just like straight lines. Like here, I wouldn't use small circles. I'm just using like up and down strokes. But then in awkward areas, I use like the line up and down circles. Up and down circles. No, that's not what I wanted to say. I use the small circles when I'm in an awkward area that I can't really get to. Okay, now I'm using the PC 1063 50% cool gray. And I'm going around all of the darker areas. That I've already colored. And I'm kind of going up and down so that it can look like it has some dimension to it. Dementia, not dementia. Dimension. I must be coloring too long, guys. I'm starting to lose the words. Okay. Now I'm going to take my 30% cool gray and go over, all of these areas with like medium pressure that I've already colored and go down a little bit further with my pencil stroke. Cover a little bit more of the white area, just a little bit more, not all of it, because I want to leave a lot of that white area for the like the highlights, because I want this skirt to be shiny. I'm definitely going to have to use the blender pencil. Okay. So that's the 30% cool gray. I think I need to take my maybe 10% cool gray. Yes, instead of using the white pencil, I'm going to take the 10% cool gray and just go over not all of the white area, but some of it. And also some of the area that needs to be blended a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm going to get the blender pencil going now to blend out the rest of this skirt. And then I'm going to have to come in to make those black lines a little more defined, because they have faded out because of putting the color on top of it. Now I'm using small circles here at the bottom because I don't know why I don't really turn my book a whole lot. Yeah, well, you see that. I don't like turning my book. Mostly for the sake of you guys, but I find myself when I'm just regularly coloring, I don't turn my book a whole lot. I may slightly turn it, but I mainly just leave it in one area. And I just may go over this to make it even shinier with a metallic gel pen or something. Because I really want her skirt to really be kind of shiny. Okay, so I think a white pencil will do the highlights justice. Make sure it's not dirty. Okay, I think I need to do a little bit of my cool gray, maybe 70% up here, because I don't like the way, I don't like the way this brown, this warm gray looks. It looks kind of brown. I probably should have erased it instead. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, no, I better use the black. No, I'm going to try this 90% cool gray to do my lines, my line work. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that works. Put the lines back in. Give it a little more definition. I don't like the way the lines get washed out when you color it, or with the pencil, kind of wash the lines out. And I'm making sure not to make this all straight and perfect, because the skirt is actually really wavy and flowy. And I don't want to use my black pencil because that would have made the lines a little bit too harsh. Like, I wish I would have used this gray on her top instead of the black, but that's okay. You can actually have a top with black outline, so that's what I'm going for with that one. Okay, now let's outline the entire skirt. Okay, let's see. I don't think I should do any kind of gel pen or anything on that. No, I'm not. Leave it as is. Okay, got that done. Now, let me zoom you out so you can see what's going on so far. So that's what we have so far, guys. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. The skirt looks like it's missing something. It needs to be darker in the areas, in some of the creases. That's what it's missing. So I'm going to go in some of the creases and kind of darken it up. Maybe like at the bottom. Yeah, that's what it's missing. Because it didn't match the top as much as it needed to. Now let me take my blender and kind of blend those areas out. I actually need to add some of that cool gray to it. I mean warm gray. So warm gray 50 so it can be like super dark like that to this bottom. So it can be like that brown looking kind of in the darker areas. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now get the blender pencil again and blend that warm gray into that cool gray. Okay, that looks better. All right. Okay, guys. So far, we're going pretty good. Yeah, that's working out. Do a little erasing. Where is my eraser? There it is. Got a little pencil in a couple of areas I don't want to have it. All right. Okay, so I really need to just finish everything up top. Go ahead and finish her skin tone and all that good stuff. But I think I will save that for part 2. Yes, we're going to stop here, guys. And we're going to save that because I feel myself getting restless. So when I feel restless and really don't feel like coloring, I mess up. So I'm going to just put this down until later. And we're going to come back for a part 2. Okay? Okay, guys. Bye. Happy coloring. And thanks for watching.